rate is unprecedented. That is creating a $3,000 to $4,000 monthly payment. This is the real housing crisis. And the reason we're having this housing crisis in the first place is because the wages and the income haven't kept up with the housing prices. Why have the housing prices been going up so high? Because we are short 5 to 7 million homes in this country. It started back in 2010, 2012, where we started having a massive shortage in housing supply. And then the pandemic and the low interest rates in 2020, 2021 just destroyed the rest of the supply because the demand was so high. So that's why we have to be very.
Oh, shoot. Dang it.
Okay. Lovely family.
Well, yeah, sorry.
We got the gist there. So, with wages not keeping up with that cost of housing, they're not going to build more housing because we got restrictive zoning, and nobody who influences these town hall meetings doesn't really want to change their zoning. If you already own a house, you don't want them to build apartments next to you. But I think in the short
run,
or
a mega church, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's going on currently here.
I don't know. Does that bring up your housing value if you own a home? I think that would bring it up.
Yeah,
if it's a big one, like a huge one. I think if you got like the little churches with the bars on the windows, that's not.
You need a mega church.
You need one of them Olstein stadiums.
So she's going to give first-time homebuyers $25,000 to level the playing field or drive prices higher, quote unquote. Or
here comes Kamala with the cape on.
The deal, I mean, she could give that, but like the articles I read, I don't want to bore everybody else, but basically there's a lot of red tape because she would need to approve how many, she said.
Best case scenario is a 7% deposit.
She said 3 million. She wants to push for construction of 3 million new housing units over a 4-year term. Good luck.
Where?
Let's say if she got this policy instituted on day one, she gets in the office, anybody who needs to buy a house first time, they're getting a $25,000 credit. One, the seller is just going to increase the price.
Buy $25,000?
Now they know you got $25,000 extra. And two, once you get into that house and can you afford the mortgage? I mean,
the mortgage for a home that costs about
$500-600K.
It's like $3,200 a month, and that's best case scenario. And that's not including homeowner insurance, right? That's not including none of the extras, no HOA, no nothing. So you can end up paying $4,000 a month.
And so I mean, I hope voters think about it. They probably won't, but. They're going to be like, hey, she's giving $25,000. I'm about to go buy a house. And then you're going to be stuck in a mortgage for 30 years.
Now, if it applied to condos.
I'm sure it does. It probably does.
You said 3 million. So at that point, I mean, I know it's not just houses. It can't be.
Yeah, it's condos are real estate. It should work. So you get your $25,000.
Cool.
You got the down payment covered, but you still have a 30-year mortgage, and AI is going to take your job in half that time. So where are you going to be in 5 to 10 years?
It's very possible, depending on where you work at.
Yeah,
but that's a lot of red tape to even get through. If she did approve, let's just say it got through, and they're like, okay, we're going to put this plan out for all this.
Me personally, I think when the boomers die out, and I don't mean that in a dark way, when the boomers fade away, I think that's when they're going to introduce all the AI that's going to take everybody's jobs, all the robots, all the automation. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, they would introduce them today, but we still got people in the workforce that can't figure out how to use the copy machine. So they'll get run over by a robot.
That's crazy.
Facts.
That's crazy. Yeah, it says, however, at 20% down, the credit would cover a down payment for a home only up to $125,000, a price range that is virtually non-existent, aside from some.
Dude, that doesn't even exist. Where are you going to buy a home for $125,000? You're in the swamps, bro. You're in the Louisiana swamps.
Not even
the limit is $125,000.
No, they're saying, like, let's say it's the 20% down that you put down, but you're using the first time home buyers assistance of the $25,000. That's still gonna afford you $125,000 house, as opposed to, let's say, something right here with a 3.5 down with 25K down payment. Credit could cover the down payment of a home up to $715,000.
Okay.
But then again, the whole thing comes to like what Dwayne said: mortgage over the long run, where you and your job is getting taken. Like, then what?
There are a lot of hidden costs in home ownership, bro. It's just
PM.
I mean, realistically, your first 5 years probably going to be 60, 70, 80K. It's just interest.
Yeah.
Just interest on your loan. And if your mortgage is $3,000, it's going to be more than that. Over 100K is just interest to the bank. You could have just rented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is the crazy part nowadays, right?
I'm gonna buy me one of them tiny homes from Walmart for like $6,500 a day. Okay. I could buy like 8 of those. Just make a little neighborhood in the back.
Rent those out.
Everybody got a house.
Make a little compound.
Yeah, get some plumbing. Get a good Wi-Fi. Good.
Yeah.
Shout out to that one guy though who does those stat videos, because he's really bringing the facts. Like week after week, I always hear something from that guy on how we're getting screwed over on our wages and stuff. I really do hope we see a big pay increase though, across a lot of different sectors.
Sir, we're waited. Yeah, I really want that 25% increase on my contract, but that's a different combo for off the pod. I think they gonna hold the shit out of us personally.
Yeah, this is gonna be a slow grind for the next like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't understand. It doesn't even matter who wins. Like, either way, the next 4 years gonna be crazy.
Groceries are.
It just depends on what kind of crazy you want.
Yeah, groceries are not going down at all. Everything is expensive. Energy costs not going down. They see now that people will pay the price. So as long as people's gonna pay.
Yeah, they got rid of all electric for the most part. Like, remember, they were like, we're going to go fully electric by 2025. The auto industry. Sorry.
Yeah. And then they were like,
now they're like, no, we're just going to do some hybrids.
All that money.
These charging stations ain't really working as well as we thought.
Yeah. And they were like, I don't know.
They magically found new oil. Crazy.
Always.
Crazy how that worked. Growing up in school, like, to sound like a boomer, when we had textbooks, there was always a textbook, and I remember all the time it'll be like, crude oil is going to run out by 2025.
We hear no flying cars.
We hear, and they're like, oh no, we found some here in America.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
The thing is that there's a huge push towards EV, and it's mostly based on environmental needs. But I just can't even take that seriously when we're like blowing up 2-ton bombs.
I'll take hydrogen. Let me put how many miles do you think I can get from this water bottle? About 300.
Well,
I'd rather do that.
And it depends where you live, because like Cali was trying to do it. If electric cars take over, then we're just going to charge you per mile. So we're going to get the money regardless if it's at the gas station or you just driving an electric car.
Yeah.
Actual ass anyway.
Shout out to RDC, man. I was watching Hood Olympics the other day. So they're talking about electric. And you know the part when they did the music video part? And the thing is that a Cybertruck at the gas station.
At the gas station? That shit was hard. I'll pull that shit up right now. Hold on. That shit was funny, bro.
Bro, that is like top tier ignorance. I love that shit.
There. Hold on.
Top tier ignorance. I love it.
Oh, man.
Like, why would you have a Cybertruck at the gas station?
I'm not gonna play the volume, but I already been past it.
There you go.
That shit was hard, bro. That shit was low-key hard, B.
That was. It was funny as hell.
Gotta be a Shell. We don't do no chevrons over here.
Yeah, no 7-Elevens. Hey.
And then it was like, where's the hose? It's like, oh,
yeah.
They're there the whole time.
Yeah. The frunk.
There they are.
Gold medal.
Not the frunk.
The frunk.
Yep.
There's one that lives up here by us, Daryl.
Man, I see them all the time now.
There's one. There might be two that live up by the. If you keep taking Durango down to the little desert park, because I see them every now and then come the opposite way. I've seen them multiple times at this point.
My only complaint about Cybertrucks is y'all do a shitty job at getting it wrapped. Like that should be looking like paper mache projects.
Mm-hmm. I seen
especially when they do like the black. I be like, nah, fam.
I seen one that was like a moss green. Reminded me like the fucking warthog off of Halo. That shit looked kind of.
Yeah, I think some guy in Ukraine or Russia, I think, had one with a turret on it. He was flexing that online.
If I had bread, I would get one. I'm not gonna lie. I would get one for just to stand out. I mean, they ugly, but they got potential.
Yeah, if I had an obscene amount of money, I would just have one.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
It reminds me of cars that I used to draw as a kid. That's what they would look like that Cybertruck.
Yeah,
that's why I like it.
Bro, why? Why make it ugly?
Station wagon?
It's already ugly. What the? That shit would look hard.
I saw one that they did off of Halo. That shit was tough.
Yeah, that shit would look hard. Man. Like something like this.
But I know you guys are Sony boys. Y'all don't fucking care about Halo.
I fuck with Halo, bro. I mean, before I had my Xbox, my cousin, when we used to go over, they were the Microsoft family. So,
Dwayne, have you ever touched the Xbox controller before?
Briefly, not a lot.
Damn,
outside of Brandon's house.
Back in the days when you would just play it at your homie's house.
basically.
Yeah, COD. Man, we used to play COD split screen. We're so
split
What
screen.
is that?
What
is
fucking dinosaurs.
What is that? Split screen? What do you mean?
I should have called this pod
screen.
the Unk Pod today.
Oh man!
All
right, that's Cybertrucks. Let me get the fuck off Cybertrucks real quick.
If I had bread, I would get one. I ain't gonna lie. That shit look fun. It actually looks fun.
Why not? Shoot.
Yeah.
Why the freak not?
Fuck it. All right, what we got next?
For the same money, I would take the Hummer, the electric Hummer.
The electric Hummer?
The electric Hummer look nice too.
They do. I'm gonna skip upward.